Our guide is the Quran, our religion is Islam. 5 noble pillars upholding what is virtuous. To make the testimony is the base of the faith, and the fast and the prayer, the pilgrimage and charity.
Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected brothers and sisters, it's a few days after Eid, and I hope you've had a wonderful Eid, because believe me, I've had a wonderful Eid, mashallah. Plenty of qurbani meat, which we're supposed to eat in these 3 days. And talking of these 3 days, on Monday I got a phone call after Eid, and somebody said, well, I'm fasting today. I said, no, you're not allowed to fast on the 13th of Dhul Hijjah. They said, well, it's 3 days. I said, yes, it's 3 days after Eid. 3 days after. This is just a general masna. There's 5 days in a whole year where fasting is not permissible. Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha, which we say Bakra Eid, and the 3 days after Eid. The 3 days after Eid. So, example, this year Eid was on Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, and the Monday, fasting is not permissible at all. So 5 days in a whole year, it's haram. If somebody said that, I want to become so close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I really want to, and by fasting I'll become close. No, not allowed to fast. And these are the rules of Sharia. These 5 days fasting is not allowed. In fact, the Sharia says eat plenty and drink plenty in these special days of Eid al-Adha. So first of all, I know it's late, but a belated Eid Mubarak to all of you. Hope you had a wonderful Eid Mubarak. Allah hope that Allah blessed you with joy and happiness. And at the same time, we remembered the qurbani and the sacrifice of our beloved Prophet Sayyidina Ibrahim ala nabiyina alayhi salatu wasalam, his son Ismail, his wife Hazrat Hajra. There's all the things related to Hajj. You have to go back into history and we remember their amazing qurbani. We can't, Allah's not asking us to do the same qurbani as Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam or Hazrat Ismail or Hazrat Hajra. However, our qurbani today, our sacrifice today is to sacrifice our desires. When we're human beings and we have this urge to do gunas sometimes, and we find it very hard not to do gunas, and sometimes we have an urge to do good because Allah's made us different. We have both things inside us, to do good and to do bad. That's why the insan, the human, is, when he becomes good, he is far better than the angels as well, because the angel is programmed to do one thing, ibadat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The human being, however, it's got both maddas inside him, to do good and to do bad. So when we become good, then our status and our maqam becomes even greater than even an angel. So brothers and friends, our qurbani, and mothers and sisters, our qurbani today is that we sacrifice our desires. When we have the urge of doing guna, we have the urge of doing the wrong things, the bad things, and we want to, but just remember that, no, I want to do this to please my Allah. I'm going to sacrifice it and to please my Allah and my Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this is our qurbani in this time. The other thing is that, alhamdulillah, as Rahma Mercy, we do qurbani in Albania and Kosovo. Ours is pretty expensive. Ours is nearly over £500. It's £73 per part. Where you can get a whole cow from India, Pakistan for 70, 80, 90 pounds these days. But alhamdulillah, even then we managed to get 10 whole cows, alhamdulillah, 10 whole cows. We did 3 in Kosovo, and I'm glad to say we did 7 in Albania. Brothers and sisters, I know you might say it's very expensive, but here's a tip from me, that if you start saving from now, £1.50 a week, to all of you out there, £1.50 a week, so when a time comes for you to give £73 to Albania, to Rahma Academy, will be very, very easy. I'll tell you why. Because when we go there, there's a lot of poverty there, and meat is a novelty. They're very fortunate to get it. Each cow will cost us €600. This is the cheapest we're looking at. Ideally, we would love to go for a €700 cow, which is more bulky and meaty, and we can obviously feed more families. But we managed to do 10. But next year, if you can keep in mind, and the best way to do it is, if you can't stay with now £1.50 a day, then a week, then inshallah ta'ala, by next year you'll have your qurbani money ready to give to Rahma Mercy, and then obviously we can buy maybe 15 to 20 cows inshallah, and feed a lot more people who are extremely poor and who don't get meat at all. So that's the two things I mentioned so far. And regarding Rahma Mercy, well. The Academy is coming up very nicely. The latest images have been downloaded on our website. You can check them out, inshallah ta'ala. The container which contains the cladding one of the containers have just arrived in Albania. There's two more to come, inshallah. I think we're looking at end of November the cladding should start. 15th November the plastering should be done, and most of the electrics, the wiring is being done. So the ceiling is being done at the moment. The flooring, terrazza started as well. So things are moving. Please make dua. We request all of you to make a humble dua that if you can, is make dua that we can finish the academy by April 2013. This is the first thing we can do. Second request, brothers and sisters, you can see the images that things are making progress. We're still 385k short, 385,000 pounds short. Here's my request. First of all, dua that Allah makes such means that we can get this money, inshallah ta'ala, and we can get the academy sorted. Second request, we're asking you all who watch this video, just one request is if you can just donate for the next 5 months £20 a month. Just asking you to do that. £20 a month, or a lump sum of £100. A lump sum of £100. If we can do that, and if you can do that, inshallah ta'ala, then inshallah I'm hoping that the academy will be done by April next year. So £20 for the next 5 months, which is 100, or one lump sum of £100, we'll be very grateful indeed, inshallah ta'ala. Like I said, hopefully the academy will go a very long way to bring Islam, inshallah, into the Balkans, and not just Albania, but throughout the whole Balkans, inshallah. So we request you for your duas. Make dua for myself as well, make dua for our brothers in the office as well. Also, something just slightly away from the serious stuff. This is also serious stuff. In Ramazan, on the radio station, we had tips on how to lose weight and what to do to get rid of the stomach and everything. So the amazing thing is, you don't have to think about the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When we read it, we think, yeah, okay, whatever. But when there's a scientific research into it, and then it proves results that yeah, by doing this sunnah, it is this benefit, we think, oh yeah, this is great. So our intentions do change. So recently there's a research on the BBC regarding fasting twice a week. And this amazing thing is that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to fast Mondays and Thursdays. It's sunnah to fast Mondays and Thursdays. BBC research said that fasting, it's like a detox. No matter what you eat during the whole week, it balances the diet out. And it's very beneficial for the body, very beneficial for the body, and it's really good. So I encourage people who want to lose weight like me, then to fast on Mondays and Thursdays. Inshallah, over time you will see you'll become pretty slim like me as well, and it'll be very good for the body. It'll be an excellent detox, and most important, it's a sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Request to make dua for us and the rest of the Rahma group. Allah ta'ala, and we, like I said, it's November already, time is flying. May Allah ta'ala give us tawfiq to do qadr of the time, and please Allah and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. From me, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah, Allahu Allah.